American Heroes Outdoors is brought to you by Warrior Boats, Gate City Bank, Marcus Theaters, Woodland Resort, and Concordia College Moorhead. American Heroes Outdoors is an organization dedicated to getting our American heroes into the outdoors. Through the hard work of our volunteers and the donations of our sponsors, we are able to accomplish our dream of thanking our military veterans, emergency responders, and law enforcement personnel through the therapeutic attributes of outdoor recreation. This program is their story, a story of sacrifice and commitment so that we may prosper in the greatest democracy the world has ever seen.
Welcome to American Heroes Outdoors. I'm David Morse. This week we're in Devils Lake, North Dakota for the 5th annual North Dakota Teen Challenge. The North Dakota Fishing Challenge is an annual fundraiser put on to help youth in their fight against substance abuse. We are proud to support this organization.
Good morning, I'm Jeff Katzer here. We're sitting at the 6-mile boat ramp waiting for the North Dakota Teen Challenge to begin. I'm waiting for my two partners, both veterans, and this is on behalf of the Wounded Warriors Guide Service that we're doing this today. The cool thing is, these gentlemen fought for our freedom, now I get to fight for their fish today. I'm pretty excited. We did this last year and fared pretty good. We have a little bit of wind today to contend with, but hopefully that's in our favor. The method of choice today will be bottom bouncers with spinners using some plastics. And seems like some shiny blades have been working quite well as we've figured out in practice.
You Jeff?
I am.
Hey, Jeff Savelkoul.
Hey Jeff, how you doing? Jeff Katzer.
Not too bad. Roger Rands.
Roger Rands, Jeff Katzer. Can't wait to fish with you guys today. Looks like the weather's going to cooperate a little bit, so.
You said you're the guy that's got all the calm seas and the big...
That's correct, right, out of the Big Warrior. Exactly, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jeff Savelkoul. I'm from originally from Fridley, Minnesota. I'm from East Bethel, Minnesota right now. Been up here many times, but never fished the lake. I've camped and driven by and landed here, but kind of really excited about fishing the lake and fishing with these guys. Really an honor to be included with all these Wounded Warriors. It's kind of a big deal.
I'm Roger Rands. I live in Elk River, Minnesota, grew up in Harris, Minnesota. Spent 27 years in the Marine Corps, retired. Just an opportunity here to fish Devil's Lake, fished it one time in the winter, and it's always been a dream of mine to come out and fish in a tournament like this. So I'm just happy to be here, and a bad day of fishing is always better than a good day at work. So this is Pelican Lake, is this part of Devil's Lake?
Yes sir, it is, yeah. There's 240,000 acres here, it's all joined. We could get here by boat, it'd be pretty rough.
Sure. Yeah, it said something on the flyer, something about a pike, big pike. I don't know, I didn't have my glasses on, so maybe it was talking about dancing girls, I don't know.
Oh, we got a fire weed here. I might have just hit a weed patch then, huh?
Sort of.
Really? There we go.
American Heroes Outdoors will be right back after this.
It's really, there we go.
There you go, Jeff.
Keep real, buddy. This is a nice one.
Nice.
There we go. That's the way to start it. Good job, buddy.
There we go.
It's a nice fish.
That's a beauty.
Beautiful eye.
Beauty. Beautiful.
Nice way to start our day.
Like a bucket of them. So first fish, what do I win?
Good fish, Jeff. Good color too.
Just old guy skill, you know.
Yep. Still got it.
What was your ranking at the end?
My ranking? Yep. I was just a little lance corporal.
What were you, Roger?
I was a master sergeant.
I can see it in you.
Yeah.
I said drop and give me 50 and I said no!
Well, you hang around long enough, they're either going to promote you or kick you out. I was in the military, joined the Marine Corps in 1985.
Okay.
Or I'll just net this one.
Went into the delayed enlistment program when I was still a senior in high school, and I knew I always wanted to be in the Marine Corps, but my plan was to do 4 years, get out, go to college. I was in the infantry. I was at 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines.
Oh, you broke my net. Nice.
Then I got out in 90, right before the Gulf War started, and I was in college, watched that thing on CNN. I was kind of upset that I wasn't there with my friends and everything. My unit was there. Then I decided that, I missed the Marine Corps, so I was in the IRR, which is the Ready Reserves, and I joined the Marine Corps Reserves in 92. 95, I got the opportunity to go back on active duty, and I packed up my family and a 6-month-old baby, and we moved to New York.
Ooh, there it is. Your guy got it in the net.
From then on, I stayed in the reserves, or active reserves, and in the Marine Corps. And we moved back to New York, and I moved to Elk River. Well, I guess I didn't get blanked.
There you go, Roger.
Picked that place to live because I like fishing, I like hunting and everything. It's been my passion. An hour from Mille Lacs, but I was still at the reserve unit down in Minneapolis. 9/11 happened, then the reserve unit got mobilized. 1st Marine Expeditionary Force, who was forward deployed to fight the war, needed augmentations to my specialty. So within 4 days, we were on a plane to Kuwait to stage for the initial invasion of Iraq.
The wind is definitely not our friend today.
We did refueling supply lines during the invasion, and then I was back home in North Carolina, where it was our home at that moment. Then the unit demobilized, and
Rod tip up.
I went back to Minnesota.
This is a big fish.
Then next year, March of 2004, I deployed to Afghanistan.
Oh, we got a snarl, huh?
Well, that's okay. I'll work that out. Rod tip
Do you want
up.
me to do something? Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, it's a beauty.
Nice fish. Having spent time in other countries and cultures, I spent time in Japan, I spent time in Korea, I spent time in Kuwait, and didn't spend much time with the culture in Iraq or Afghanistan, but sometimes with the younger children, it's like beautiful. You really don't know what you have until you see what other people don't have and the way that they live. It gives you a greater appreciation of, when you come home, you appreciate what you got. And you become humbled, very humbled. Out here today, great opportunity. I've always wanted to fish Devil's Lake. I fished it one time in the winter. Didn't do so hot, it was pretty cold. It was -60 that day, but to have this opportunity with the Wounded Warrior Guide Service, I'm pretty well connected with a lot of guys that, we need to get out on these events, but anyway, Jeff's got a fish.
There we go.
Nice, Jeff. You're stealing my thunder.
Want to find out more about American Heroes Outdoors? Do you like to play trivia? Find us on Facebook and like American Heroes Outdoors to answer our weekly trivia question for your chance to win gift cards or great American Heroes outdoor gear. This week's trivia question: only one president served as an enlisted man in the military and did not go on to become an officer. Who was this president? Go to American Heroes Outdoors Facebook page with your answer for a chance to win this week's prize.
There you go. That's a head shaker.
Jeffrey, here, I got it. Other side. Other side. Reel. Okay.
Boy, that was a bang.
Big walleye.
Nice.
There we are. We are sitting pretty, gentlemen.
Graduated in 1965, went on to St. Cloud State College. April 66, I joined the Marine Corps to further my education. I was what they called a 2533 radio operator. I was Morse code and had a top secret crypto clearance and missed a fish. Got the case on in January of 1967. One of the two radio operators on Marine Recon Team Stryker. The company was beat up so bad that they pulled us back to Fubai to rebuild the company and had two teams intact, Nettle Rash 1 and Team Stryker, and they sent us out. We were going into a landing zone, started taking small arms fire. The pilot raised up to get out of there and we were hit with a rocket in midair. It severed the fuel line, sprayed jet fuel all over the inside of the helicopter and ignited. The pilot turned and tried to fly us over a ridge to get us out of the area, and we didn't make it. About 3/4 the way up the ridge, we crashed into the trees, sheared off the rotors, and fell 90 feet to the ground. 4 of us were ejected out the right side of the helicopter. We ended up with no weapons, no radios. We had 1 hand grenade, 1 machete, half a canteen of water, a .38, and 6 little pencil flares. So the 2 guys that could get around got Perry and I headed up the hill. There was another helicopter with us, and it came in and hovered over the wreckage. And Cass fired 4 of our 6 flares at, they never saw them and went back and reported no survivors. It was obvious that the enemy was coming up the hill, and Junior took the hand grenade, put it in my hand, wrapped my fingers around it, pulled the pin and stuffed my hand in between Perry and I. Then we heard other helicopters coming. Cass fired the 5th flare and it was a dud. I said to myself, you're gonna die here. And we heard another helicopter noise getting closer. Cass fired the 6th flare. All we knew was it went up through the trees. About 15 years ago, I finally found the pilot that picked us out of the bush. And he said, I glanced out my side window to check my rotor clearance and I saw this flare. And I said, well, that was our last flare. Well, he stayed on station getting shot at. All they had was a big manila rope and it kept getting hung up in the trees. So Junior climbed up the trees, chopped off branches, so he was getting shot at the whole time. As the rescue chopper turned to go, they missed us by less than 5 feet with 2 more RPGs. We made it and we got back to Fubai and got Perry and I sent to Japan. And Japan was so full that we were on gurneys out in the hallway, and I just had this feeling, and I looked over my shoulder and I looked at Perry, and Perry looked me right in the eye and he died. 5 of our men were never recovered from the crash site. Cass was killed on another patrol that left just Junior and I as the only 2 alive. For 23 years, neither one of us knew the other one had survived. I knew that I had to go see my best friend's family. It's about a 4-hour trip from Minneapolis to Bayfield, Wisconsin, and I'd hop in the truck, drive up there, get to the end of the driveway, turn around and go back home. I couldn't face them. I went back 4 times, and finally the 4th time I was able to go up to the door and talk to the Allen family and really set their mind at ease, because they really didn't have any detailed information as to what happened. We became very good friends, still are today.
Got that? All right, away we go.
In February of 2013, I got a phone call. JPAC had found 5 sets of remains at the crash site and positively unidentified 2 of the 5. One happened to be my best friend, Merle Allen from Bayfield, Wisconsin. I was deeply honored to be able to fly to Hawaii and escort Merle home and back to be buried at his monument on Lake Superior in Bayfield. Junior had a real hard time dealing with it, and we both suffer from a lot of survivor guilt. Since I've been able to go on Wounded Warrior fishing trips and hunting trips, and these things are invaluable because it pits older combat wounded veterans with younger combat wounded veterans, and we get to sit around and talk with each other and share things that we probably wouldn't share with others. And it's great to see the way that the new young vets are being treated when they come home.
That's what we
Give me 5, buddy.
There we go.
All right.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Come on, honey.
Oh, dandy. That is a kicker.
That's what we're looking for.
That's what we
Give
needed.
me 5, buddy.
There we go.
All right.
Nice. Good job.
That is what we were looking for.
Are you watching this, Roger?
That'll work.
That's how it works.
That's all we need is
I
one
don't
more
know
rim.
if I just can't get something going here. I don't know what it is. Well, that was fun to watch.
All right.
That's
There
what you
we
want
go.
there, Roger. One of these.
Don't sit at home. Get out. Go see other vets. Go talk with other vets. You don't have to be, if you're not the therapy type. This to me was therapy. This was group therapy, and without even really realizing that it was. And hearing the experiences, having an opportunity to tell your story, it'll do wonders for you. Can't let things eat you up inside. Always look at the glass half full. There's always a silver lining in the cloud.
It's awesome. It's incredible the support that we get from you guys volunteering your time and doing things for us and making sure we're comfortable. It's therapy. I go deer hunting and I sit by myself and reflect, which is good, not bad, and it's outdoors. To be able to get together with the young veterans means the world to me, because I feel like I've got something to share that I've already experienced. Maybe I've stepped over a couple holes that I can help them step around. I also get to hear somebody else's story, and I get to relate to somebody, and I can reflect back to when I was that young, strong guy, and what it meant to me. It means the world. It really does. Thanks, man.
So today, fishing with Jeff and Roger was an absolute experience of a lifetime. We caught a lot of fish today, we missed a lot of fish today, and we laughed a lot. But the best thing I got out of this is both of these gentlemen told me their stories of when they were either in Afghanistan or Vietnam. and it's absolutely my privilege as an angler, a guide, and just an American to take these two gentlemen out fishing because we owe them so much for what they've done for us. And for me to take a day out of guiding to take them on a tournament or just take them out fishing or hunting is truly my privilege, and you ladies and gentlemen should try to get in on that because it's absolutely an outstanding feeling you can get by doing this.
Give me 5, buddy. There we go. All right.
To nominate a friend or a loved one who has served for a chance to join us in the field or on a future episode, and to learn more about donating and volunteering opportunities, please visit our website, AmericanHeroesOutdoors.com. American Heroes Outdoors is brought to you by Warrior Boats, Gate City Bank, Marcus Theaters, Woodland Resort, and Concordia College Moorhead.